Take a nice, slow, comfortable, deep breath in. Long exhale out. And keep your attention inside of your body. Notice the sensations moving through your brain. Feel your energy body, your aura. And also feel the awareness and the connection of all of our friends who are joining us from many different places, tuning in at the same time. Feel that sense of connection and community as we're all in the same time and place. Our consciousness coming together for this class. And join your palms together in front of your chest. And I'd like you to set an intention for the class today. Perhaps a word sums it up. Maybe it's an offering. Or a quality that you'd like to cultivate within yourself. And let that intention guide your decisions as you go through the class today. Always keep in mind you can opt out of any suggestion that I make. Listen to yourself first and to me second. And let's welcome each other. Nice to see you. We're going to begin now. Start by shrugging your shoulders up, back, and down. We'll do a few seated warm-ups. And please, if you need to unmute yourself to ask a question or to ask for a modification, a clarification, please don't hesitate. If you unmute yourself and then somebody starts blending a smoothie behind you, you will be muted. So don't take it personal. And shrug your shoulders the other way, roll forward and down. Inhale, big breath, holding the breath in as you roll, and a big sigh, sloughing off any tension that's stored and stuck and accumulated around your neck and shoulders. Now one shoulder goes back and then the other, so you're kind of like a bicycle pedal, rolling back. Keep that deep, slow breathing. Inhale, holding your breath in, and then letting it out slowly, deeply through your mouth. And now the other direction, bicycling your shoulders high up as you can, brushing your earlobes maybe. Now for a little challenge. They both go up and they both go down, but they go in opposite directions. Up together, switch down together. It's supposed to be a little brain teaser. Don't worry if you feel a little weird. And then the other way. It's harder than it looks, right? All right, I always like to start with some brain teasers. Look at your palms. Close your hands. One thumb goes one way, the pinky goes the same way. Switch. Switch. Switch, switch, switch. I can tell the students who've been with me for a while are experts at the pinky thumb. It's not easy, but you can get it with some practice. Back and forth, switch. So this is going to warm up your left and right brain. Left, right. Good. All right, now take your two hands, index fingers point together, and make a circle like this. So from the side view, you can see like you've got a ball circling around. And now go the other way, back. Easy, right? Now at the top, one hand goes forward and then the other goes back. And it'll start trying to bicycle, right? But they meet at the top, meet at the bottom. Little brain teaser. And now the other way. All right, we can practice that one too on your own. All right, so when you're learning new movements, sometimes it feels like this. When you're trying to move your body in new ways, it feels a little awkward, it feels a little weird. Don't be discouraged, because it gets easier with practice. All right, we're gonna get your bodies moving now. Coming up to your feet, grab your balance bars, and we're gonna do some warm-ups. And if you're muted, feel free to play some music in the background. I'm trying to figure out a way to get music to pipe in through Zoom. I think there's a way to do it without being too disruptive, but it'd be nice to have some tunes. Start with your hands wide. You can either hold it with your fingers, wrists, or elbows. See what's most comfortable. Feet apart and gently twist from left to right. Deep breathing here. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Is it comfortable? Very nice. If it's too much pressure on your neck, just move it down more toward your back, your shoulders. Do your best, but don't overdo it. Or my new favorite phrase, exert, but don't hurt. Okay? You can use some effort, some energy. There should not be pain. Now, swimmer, rotate forward. Let the ribs pump up and down, squeezing your kidneys, moving your lungs deep to the bottom of your lungs, your liver, your stomach, your intestines, massaging and warming. Notice how you can shift your weight from side to side as well. Really deep breathing here. This position opens your chest, opens your lungs in a comfortable, nice passive way so your breathing can open up. It's like opening all the windows in the springtime, getting some fresh air into your house. You've been sitting cramped up, feeling stagnant in your body. Let's open up the windows, open up your lungs. Go backwards, get some fresh air. Release all the toxins, the carbon dioxide out. Deep breathing, like a big sigh, in through your nose. Big sigh out through your mouth. Very nice. All right, take your hands and roll up and down, massage the back of your neck, turning your head from left to right. Get the whole neck, the base of your skull. If you find a real tight spot, just stay with it, dig into it, and release it out. Don't overdo it. If there's any pain, just ease off. Long, deep breaths. As we go through the class, keep returning to your intention for today. Keep repeating that word, if it is a word, in your mind like a mantra. Or use every decision you make about how you move your body today to align with your intention. You can round your back and get to the upper back. Nicely done. All right, take your hands up and down. Shrug your shoulders. Roll it out. Now take your hands wide and start slowly up, back, up, and back. Depending on how long the balance bar is, how long your arms are, how stiff your shoulders are, all those factors, you may want to change your grip. So you might have a soft, open grip with your thumb and index kind of loose. If you hold it tight, it's going to put more pressure on your joints. So don't hold it tight. Start off nice and soft. Pull that shoulder girdle, shoulder joint warm up. Now, vortex, you're going to circle around your body. Smooth rotation. And you can start to bend a little bit. You can kind of move your back, warming up the ribs. And now reverse the other way. Try to get those long lines all the way from your hips, up the edges, around to your fingertips, your neck. Breathe it out. Cleaning and scrubbing all those blockages, melting that tension away. Beautiful. All right, shrug it out. Nice. Let's move to your hips, a couple more warm-ups. Place the balance bar right on your sacrum. So if you were to be wearing a belt, that's exactly where it is. Not your lower back, not your tailbone, the sacrum, that large bone, your hips. Hands can be any distance, really. Feet wider than shoulder width. Head stays centered. Hips then move off to the side. Forward, this is where the bar supports your lower back. Side, back. Notice my head is staying pretty still here. It's the hips moving around the central axis, getting all through the hip socket. Take your time here. You might slow down and really savor a couple of the angles. Stretching and warming it up. Flex your thighs to support your knees as you rotate. And now reverse the other way. Warming up the whole torso and midsection. Nice. Notice the shoulders are back here. You're kind of pulling the shoulders back also as you rotate. Very nice. All right, back to center. Take your balance bar to the center line here. Feet even wider now. Big stride. Toes point out. Shifting left to right. Your knees bend in line with your toes. Stretch your inner thighs. And the backs of your legs, hamstrings too. The bar is just a light support for your knees, keeping you centered. Good. Just warm it up softly, warming it up slowly. Nice. Now hold on one side. Move the bar toward the bent knee. Lean into your shoulder. Slide your hand down as you lower and fold. So you've got a tripod you're leaning into. Other hand to the straight leg. And you can slide down. Now this is to hold you up nice and tall. If you could reach the floor comfortably, you might just do two hands. Do you remember our rule? Only go down as far as you can get up from. All right, that's an important rule to keep in mind. Start slow. You can always go deeper later. Bend both knees, rise up. And then switch, other side. Lean into the other shoulder. So I'll show you the side view here. You're kind of creating a tripod. See the angle? Not too big, otherwise it might slip. Like an A-frame. You're pressing it right in as you lower down. You can rotate, turn your body a little bit, reaching toward the extended foot. Engage your feet. All right, bend your knees. Rise up. Well done. Feet back, shake them out, and let it out. That's it. Ankles. Right hand forward, right foot forward. Lift your heel and rotate. There's a little body weight shifting, moving from your core. Pressing each and every toe. If you have shoes on, this is obviously a little harder to get into the joints. You could take your shoes off if you want to go a little deeper, and then put them back on if you want that extra stability. Go backward. Press, lift your heels nice and high. Give your toes lots of energy, squeezing the blood down. Now this next one, it's a little trickier, and again with shoes this will be hard to do. You're going to take that same foot we were just doing, take it behind you, and stretch the tops of your toes like this. Roll across the tops of your feet. This might be painful. In that case, use your blanket or pillow and make a little cushion. Okay, it shouldn't have sharp pain, but you do want a nice stretch across the tops of your feet, ankles. And now go backwards. Roll it out. Nice. Okay, hold it there. Deep stretch right up the front of your shins. Inhale. Long exhale. Give that foot a vigorous shake. Release. Well done. Notice the difference between your feet. And let's switch to the other side. The bar and the foot on the same side. Other direction now. Other foot, lean into it. Heels up. Press and circle. Notice the pelvis is moving. The hips. The core is moving with your feet. Deepen those joints. Backward. Good. One foot often feels different, so don't be alarmed if one feels more stiff or painful. Take that same foot behind you. You've got a tripod here, so you've got stability. Roll it out. Big toe to little toe. And now backward. This is one thing I see when I work with my seniors at Leisure Care. Mostly people in their 80s, 90s. Ankles are very, very stiff. This is a big problem for balance because if the feet can't move quickly or respond to changes, the whole rest of the body is at greater danger, right? Because it's not dealing with small changes to balance at the ground level. So very important to keep your toes, ankles, and feet flexible and strong. Go ahead and stretch tops of your feet, breathe in. Long breath out. If this is painful, remember, use that cushion. That's totally fine. Stretch the metatarsals, ankle up to the shin even. Breathe in. Breathe out. And give that foot a shake. Excellent. All right, clear out your space. Now, another couple of exercises that I really recommend you do daily. There's a sequence, so there's a pose and a counter pose. We've got lunges and pyramid pose. We're gonna do these almost every class because they're so important, especially as we're sitting probably more often than usual. So take your left hand forward, left foot back, big lunge. Okay? Take a minute to just rock around and find a nice comfortable angle. You've got some distance between your feet. You're not on a tight rope. Front knee lines up with your ankle and hip. The front leg and the balance bar are on opposite sides. Your hips are more or less pointing forward. All right, big lunge. For a little extra challenge, if you want, you can lift your back heel up. So you're up on a crescent lunge and you're pointed more straight forward, although that might be too wobbly. In that case, heel down, more stable. All right, now settle into your edge. Your other hand goes forward and rise up. If you're feeling pretty steady, two hands can go up with both palms facing upward, the thumbs in line with the bar. Warrior one. If you're not wobbling yet, blink slowly to take away your visual reliance, balance, challenge the other systems of balance besides your vision. Very good. Slowly arms down. Keep the same stance, but just shorten it halfway or by a quarter. A little shorter stance. Take your balance bar behind your back. So one hand is down and the other hand goes up. So you're pressing it to your back. You've got 3 points of contact. Sacrum, upper back, back of the head. As we do pyramid pose, one of these three will likely come away. So as you fold forward, your head might drop, and the bar alerts you to that, so keep your head back. Your tailbone might come off, means you're rounding too far. Come back. Or both of them might come down, also not good. So all 3 points, stay in contact, hip square, and fold down only to the point where you have all 3 points still in contact. If you're putting too much pressure on the front knee, just slightly bend it. Elongate your spine here. Now, keep that edge wherever you found it, keeping that good position. Take away the balance bar, take it in front of you now, and you can elongate even further, but keep the feeling of the balance bar on your back with those 3 points staying in continuity. I know it's a little complicated, so just do your best. Bend your front knee, rise up, switch your legs, and switch your hands. Nicely done. And rock forward and back. So if you have any questions, please unmute, ask me a question. It'll probably be a good question for everybody to hear. And if I can't answer it now, you can stick around afterwards and I can give you more specific personal details. So just rock. We've got the other leg forward now. Warrior one. All right, hold it there. Both hands now forward. Your free hand goes up. If you want a little more challenge, take the bar away, balance the thumbs along the edge of the balance bar. Shoulders set down as you rise up. Steady breathing. If you want to challenge yourself, blink slowly or close your eyes, but you may want to keep the bar down for more stability in that case. Nicely done. Return. Keep your legs the same though. Once you're back, shorten your stance. And same thing, take the bar behind your back, line it up. You got 3 points of contact, sacrum, upper back, back of the head. As you fold forward, only go as far as you keep those 3 points in constant contact with the balance bar. You're folding in a straight line too.
Okay? Goal is to stretch your front leg. What's the goal of this?
That's one goal, yes. Yep, so you're gonna definitely feel a stretch in the front hamstrings. You're doing it right, yep. Now, we don't want to overload the hamstring either though. So if it's getting too much pressure, take a little pressure off by just bending your knee a little bit. You'll still feel a good stretch. All right, now with that muscle memory, that alignment from the bar in your back, you can take it in front, and this helps you unload your back and knee as you elongate your pyramid pose. So you can lean into it a little deeper. Comfortable breathing. Bend your front knee and rise up. Beautiful. All right, it's not an easy pose. The hamstrings are tight for a reason. There's a lot of load on them all day long. So as you walk, they're gonna get tight every day. Give your body a nice shake. Just like a rag doll, just loosen everything up.
Nate?
Yeah.
A quick question on that. Sorry I joined late. Do you put your lower arm in the low of your back so that you align the head, the thoracic area, and then the lower spine? Is that where you put the lower arm?
It's like around the sacrum. Yeah, your lower back might not touch. There's still a little curve here probably. That's fine. As long as you're touching the pelvic, the hip, that'll be okay. Yeah, good question. All right, let's work on your ankles a little bit. So feet together and your bar right in the center. And we did this last time, and I'm gonna add an extra element. So it's good to have a chair just behind you, or a couch, or a gymnastics mat. I don't know, something you can feel safe behind you if you do have to step back or if you lose your balance, because we're gonna go up on your toes and then your heels. Okay, this is gonna be a little tricky, especially on the heels. That's when it's most difficult to go backwards. So be safe, have something behind you, toes and heels. If you're barefoot on hard floors, this is where having a cushy mat or even do it on a blanket might feel good. The more soft the surface though, the harder this is. So there's a trade-off. The bar's here for a little balance, but don't over rely either. Try it without. To make it more challenging, just simply stay a little longer. Heels and toes. And it's okay if you have to step every once in a while to rebalance. Good. Get some heat going in your feet, ankles, calves, arches. Nicely done. All right, shake it out. Give your legs a little shake too. Last time we learned the infinity spin, and today I'm going to share with you a new spin called the propeller. So take your balance bar in one hand. It should be right in the middle so that it's balanced without holding it. Should find the middle point. If you have a new balance bar, there's a golden dragon on it. If you've been using it for a while, it'll be all worn off. So let's do right hand. I think I'm mirrored, so that might be confusing, but whichever hand's forward, the other hand, palm is down, underneath. You see that? Palm down. Now you spin away from the hand. You have to skip the first time. Don't grab it. Grab the second. Release the first hand, flip. Spin. Don't grab the first, skip. Open the thumb, grab, palm down. All right, I know that's confusing if you're new. That's the whole thing though, then you repeat. Starting again, palm up, other palm down. Spin, skip, grab, release, flip. Spin, skip, open, grab, flip. You're back to the beginning. Spin, skip, grab, flip. Spin, skip, grab, flip. And little by little, it'll all come together. Don't worry if it goes flying out of your hand and across the room. That's all part of the fun. If you whack your knee, that's why it's padded. So in our YouTube channel, we've got a slow motion version. I love your broom, Jane. That's awesome. That's what, when I used to clean out our yoga studio, we'd have brooms and mops, and I would practice my martial arts and sweep and mop. So that works just fine. Now the other side. Other hand, palm up at the middle. Other hand, flip, palm down. Turn toward the thumb, skip all the way around. Grab, release, flip, skip, grab, flip. Now, if you just have to go like this and just kind of make it up, that's okay. You're still moving your wrist. It's good for you. This will take a couple times to get it till it's totally natural. You're not even thinking about it. The faster you go, the longer you go, your hands will get strong. Your coordination gets smooth. Your joints will really become strong. And it becomes hypnotic. Your mind actually can clear. You get into a flow state. Eventually you can do it 50 times, 100 times, and you'll really feel your muscles aching and strengthening. All right, well done. Shake it out. Feel those joints working? You can roll them out, massage, roll those joints. If we have any inventors out there, we could get some sort of Purell spray and you just walk around spinning it around your neighborhood and just disinfecting everything. That'll be a nice little community service. So we've got very creative people here, I'm sure. All right, and next week, we're gonna learn the fingers, the pinwheel. Another really good one for the joints. So we'll show you that next time. All right, I want to do a little more balance and leg strengtheners. So this one is kind of a version of Warrior 3, if you're familiar with like Vinyasa Yoga, but it's a little bit more of a supported version with the balance bar. And we've warmed up your hamstrings and your back with our pyramid pose. So you're going to be using the same areas of your body. Basically, you'll just stand. I'll show you the side view, but you stand forward. Feet together, right hand forward. And lift your right leg up. And just kick it back a few times. Just nice and easy. And then your other hand goes forward at the same time. All right, that's all there is to it. Your hips stay square, belly button facing down. As you warm up, though, you're going to start to tilt your torso more toward horizontal, little by little. Don't be in a rush, okay? And the bars here, move it around as needed. Some people use 2 balance bars for really good stability and focus on the lower half. That's good too. Imagine a glass of water sitting on your sacrum. This part's not moving. Just the arms and legs. Now hold. Full extension. 10, 9, maybe take the bar away. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return. Shake it out. If there's any sore spots, roll it out. Don't strain your lower back, please. That's a tough one. Other leg. Switch hands. The same side leg that your balance bar is on should be the leg lifted. So if it's right hand, it's right foot, left hand, left foot. Whichever side you didn't do. Go ahead, warm it up. Start low and slow. Heels out, toes down. Hips and shoulders in one line. Start to tilt forward to your edge. Strong core here. Counterbalance your back. Move toward horizontal as you warm up. Nicely done. Working hard here. Keep your focus. Ready to hold. Find your edge. Hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7. Maybe take the bar away. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return. Nicely done. Shake it out. Roll any sore spots. Back or legs. Nice. All right, take the bar down to the floor. Got a little treat for your feet. Soul roll. Massage. This is one that we do just about every class. Hit those bottoms of your feet. This is where you do want to take your shoes off if you're wearing shoes. If you're getting really tired of standing, this can be done seated as well. You can sit in a chair and do it. And in fact, you can even do both at once. Don't do that if you're standing though. Roll the arch, tilting in, tilting out. And now press and release, milking your foot from one edge to the other. Press and release. Press and release. Might be tender. Don't make it hurt. A little sweet pain sometimes feels good. A little sensation from your feet. If there's any pain, it should be gone as the moment you let off your foot. All right, roll it out. Pause and notice the 2 feet. Take a breath. And now switch, other side. Rolling. Press and massage. Press and release now, in and out. Spreading your toes wide. All right, roll it out nice and quick. And release. Okay, set your balance bar off to the side. And we just got a few more standing poses before we hit the floor. We're going to do some floor exercise in a minute. Just a little bit more. So feet wide. You're going to twist. And you're going to tap. Make a loose fist. You tap your chest. The lung point. Right below the collarbone. Right at the top of the pec. Pretty firm. Soft fist, but pretty firm. And the back of the hand is tapping your kidneys. All right, shouldn't hurt, but it should feel pretty stimulating. Not too light either. Twist as you go, just relax. Breathe out. Open your lungs. Wake up your kidneys. Find a steady rhythm. Good. All right, now relax, take a breath. Exhale. Both hands, tap your lungs. Pretty firm. There's a little bounce in your knees. And this time your palms are kind of cupped. Not too stiff that you're getting tense. There's like you're tapping a drum, a relaxed tap, but strong, firm. Open the lungs, breathe deep. And now the ribs, digestive organs. Where your ribs meet your belly. Your hips all around the back, side, and front, the pelvis and hips all around. Get some circulation going. All this tapping is going to wake up the energy sensation in your palms, which makes it easier to feel energy when you do the Qigong. Now all over your body, about 30 seconds, just travel around wherever you want, head to toe. Just get every square inch of your body. Find a rhythm that works for you. Tap all around. Don't forget the armpits. All around, head to toe, breathe out. You'll feel where it's stuck or stagnant. Wake it up, release. And one final area that's really important, you're going to hold your head with your hand. The head's tilted forward. You're holding the weight of your head and then tap the back of your neck, base of your skull. You may want to sit for this one if you feel at all dizzy, or keep your eyes open. Open the mouth, breathe out, all around the base of your skull. So much information going in our brain, staring at screens. There's less traffic on the road, but more traffic in your head. Tap and release. Switch hands, same thing, other side. If there's somebody else in your house, you've got some explaining to do probably after class, but just let them know it's good for you. Releases tension. Breathe out. Now brush your face, sweep down your whole body. Brush everything off. Like dust, sweep it off. Big sigh. All right, then just stand, open the palms, bend your knees, feel everything. Sensations moving. Gather your arms in a circle, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, rise, gather your aura. Collect your energy, lower down, exhale. Soft shoulders. Feel that sensation on your palms, waking up, tingling. Beautiful. The shoulders barely move. Now, feet wide. Bend your knees, glide left to right. The core moves first, the fingers stream behind you. Imagine energy flowing through the crown of your head, down your spine, moving to your extremities. Your body becoming more liquid, fluid. Now the following hand goes under. The leading hand goes over. The core moves first, the fingers follow. Feel all parts of your body connected. Now to one side, both hands rise up like a wave. Sink your hips, flowing down. Move across, inhale, rising up. Sinking down. Take your time, no rush. You might move slower than me or faster, it doesn't matter. Now let your breath lead your body. Wait for your breath. Let your breath fill up as long as it likes. And as you exhale, the hands follow. Your body now follows your breath. Inhale. As long as you want to inhale, just keep moving your body and then exhale. Your body follows your breath. Your breath is almost always in the background. Let it come to the spotlight. Your body follows your breath. One more time. Back to middle. Now gather feet to a comfortable position. Inhale. Collecting. Gather. Your palms face each other. Make a ball of energy. Pull and push. Hands soft and receptive. Feel it moving by itself. Your body so receptive that it moves with this subtle energy. Patiently waiting. Feel the energy, move your hands. Take this energy now to your body, invite it anywhere it's drawn. Let the ball of energy move towards you, settling and landing somewhere, anywhere in your body, breathing 3 times. With a smile, gratitude, return to your intention you started with. Absorb these qualities now. You can only give what you have. Give yourself what you want to share to others. One more time, deep breath, absorb. And brushing your body, sweeping off. Nicely done. Come now to the floor. Lay on your back. Tuck your knees, gently roll. If you want extra support, the balance bar is your friend here. It will help you with rolling by putting it under your knees and holding it with palms up. And lay down, tuck your knees in and circle. Massage your back. And reverse. Bend your knees up to your chest, open your arms to the side, and then take both knees one side, keeping the knees as high up toward the chest as you can, and then the other. Make sure there's no pain. Your head can turn opposite your knees for a full twist. Keeping your mind in your body as we start to wind down and move inwards. Come back to center when you're ready. Now I want to try an exercise that will energize your core before we move into a little challenging pose. If you have any pain, you need to stop immediately and just start off slow. If you haven't done this before, we're going to do hip tapping. So the palms are down, your feet are close to your heels, parallel. You lift your hips up and then you just drop it and tap it into the floor. you want to keep a slight tuck on your tailbone. All right, and then it starts to warm up, and the vibrations move all the way through your pelvis, into your core, into your organs. And you can speed up and tap a little more firmly. And you wake up. There's 8 major acupuncture points on the bone. Your sacrum also has 8 holes for nerves to flow through. It's a very important area and a lot of potential for blockage because there's so much energy moving here. So tap, you can tilt a little left, tilt a little right, a little bit anterior, a little bit posterior, back and forth. Energize your core. 10 more seconds. A little higher if you're feeling comfortable. And stop. Close your eyes, breathe. Feel those sensations moving through your core and pelvis. Press your lower back flat to the ground. Rise up to sleeping tiger. Your knees are fist width apart, as are your ankles, same distance. Your knees more or less above your pelvis. If it needs to be a little closer, you can. Shins 90 degrees or a little higher. Hands can rest on the low belly, or you can bring them up like you're holding a platter over your shoulders with the thumbs and index spread out, stretching the palm. Shoulders are down and back, not raising up. Imagine a heavy weight on your low belly, pressing you down, engaging your core, active. Soles of your feet are spread and wide open, receptive. Get comfortable. We'll be here for the next hour. Just kidding. Okay, just 5 minutes. That's all. Breathe comfortably. If you have pain in your hips, bring it in a little bit, or you can hold it for a short while. If your legs start to get tired, your legs will drop, your back will strain. Don't let that happen. Pull it in. If it's too easy, just raise your head and your shoulders up and look down at your belly. Although don't strain your neck. Another way to make it more challenging, straighten your legs up. Heels pressed. Okay, lots of versions. Find your balance. Challenging, but not overdoing it. Keep returning. Imagine the heavy weight on your core. The pelvis is tucked in, the lower back flat to the ground. No space under your lumbar. All right, to keep things on time, we'll do a little less than 5 minutes today. We'll just do 3 minutes. The last 20 seconds here. Challenge yourself if you want to raise your head. Another fun version is Sleeping Dragon with the heels straight out, about 45. And the hands on the core, keeping the back flat. Make sure to smile if you're doing this one. And hug your legs in, relax, circling. All right, take your favorite counter pose. You could do a bridge with the heels down, hips up. You could do happy baby, grabbing your big toes, knees wide. You might roll over and do a cobra or down dog. Take a minute for your favorite counter pose, whatever you need to even things out from the class. Figure 4 pose is nice. Now for our resting pose, Shavasana, I'd like to show you a restorative version. And there's a few ways to do it. You can either do legs up the wall. So if you have a wall nearby, it's just like it sounds. You will sit sideways. Parallel with the wall. Hips are right up to it. Pivot. Legs up the wall. It also works with a chair pretty well. So you can use a chair and legs up the chair pose. Having your feet elevated though can be very calming and relaxing. Your heart doesn't have to work so hard. Your brain can relax. We'll take a few minutes here. Get comfortable. If you want to throw a blanket over you, feel free. Let your shoulders melt, your hands relax, your eyes close. Tip of the tongue and the roof of your mouth. If you have an eye pillow, you can put that over your eyes. Settle in for your Shavasana. Final resting pose. Turn the volume of your brain down. And give yourself your undivided attention. Take a nice slow breath in and out. Gathering your attention, your energy. Begin to slowly transition back to the outer world. Bring your knees to your chest. No rush. Slowly rotate, roll to your side, supporting your head in a fetal position, pausing. And use your hands to help rotate the rest of your body, pressing up to a comfortable seat. And keep your attention inside you for just a little longer. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Feel that central line of energy flowing through your spine. Same energy flowing through all of our friends on this class together. The same energy flowing through every human being on earth, all beings. Acknowledging our connection. Thank you very much for joining us today. Hope you have a wonderful weekend and hope to see you again next Saturday. Namaste. If you would like to stay, we're going to do a sharing. Just if you want to share any thoughts, experiences, I'd love to hear about it. If you want to just write in the chat, you can share something in the chat and then you can leave if you have to go. I'm going to unmute everybody.
Nate?
Yeah.
This is Noreen. I have lost the picture, so I'm going to sign off. I thank you very much. I will be back.
Wonderful. Good to hear you, Noreen. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, there you are. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Well, do you want to share anything, Noreen, from your class today? What you felt, what you experienced?
Oh, I appreciate what you are doing so much. I think, many of us are learning to do things in a different way that could be beneficial in the long run, even not just now when we really need to not be going to classes. So I thank you. And I want to tell you the Cursing Irishman was a huge hit among my friends and family. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I don't know if he was joking or if he was serious, but it was a good laugh. So.
Oh, we all found it just hilarious. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us, Noreen. All right, anybody else like to share? What did you notice today? What did you feel? What did you experience?
Hey, Nate.
Yeah.
Hi. I just want to say I really enjoy your workout and really appreciate what you make time for us. And I love what you say in your last email. It said, let's make this the most of this unusual time when we are all alone together. Bravo for that.
Thank you for joining us.
Hey, this is George. How are you, sir?
George, good to see you.
Great. I think the optimum word that I want to say to you is what you gave, and that word is share. So, appreciate your sharing and your expertise with us. It's an incredible time. And I guess I could say lastly is I feel much better now than I did before. God bless you, sir.
You feel better now than before class? My work is done. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, Nate. This is Linda. And, the class brought back some very fond memories from North.
Oh, sorry, if you're not speaking, just mute your audio if you would, just so we can hear some random noises. Sorry, go ahead, Linda.
Oh, okay, I was just saying that the class brought back some fond memories from yoga in Northbrook. And I feel really good. And your introductory email about, oh, I got this Go Yoga like 3 years ago, and I haven't opened the package yet.
We can't tell a lie.
That's lied to us.
We can't tell a lie.
You can always
We'll be using it now, Nate. Now you brought it to the.
Remind us.
taking all your excuses away. I'm sorry.
But I feel very good after the class, very energized. And it's always a wonder and a pleasure to be as a leader and a teacher. Thank you.
Hey, can I ask you, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. It's every day is different. I'm in a retirement community, and so the restrictions are pretty severe in terms of what we can do, and all the stuff coming down from on high. But it's all for the best, and I'm certain we're gonna all learn a lot of lessons through this. But it's a painful time for a lot of us. It's a hard time, but we can only do our best, right?
That's
Right.
right.
It'll get over. We'll get through it.
Yes. Thank you for sharing,
Thank
Thank
you.
Hey, this is Carol.
Carol.
Hi. I want to tell you that of course, I'm alone here. And for the last hour and 15 minutes, company, having company and commonality. Other voices has made it almost an enjoyment. So thank you, Nate. Of course, you're just incredible, and it's so sensitive to our needs and our desires to feel better, and grateful. It was a wonderful hour.
Thank you for joining us and adding to it. All of your energy is part of the class. I hope you know that. All right, who else would like to share? And I'm muting a little whack-a-mole if I hear noises. So if you get muted, don't take it personal.
I discovered I have muscles in my wrists.
Right?
It's like, oh. So that's a discovery.
It's really amazing, these movements. As you do them longer and longer, you're going to get a lot of strength. This is really important because this is also an area a lot of us get arthritis and get a lot of pain. So the more you can move them, you'll lubricate and you'll reinforce, nourish, and clean them. So it's a really, really essential area. It's also an important area to keep your strength. If you do ever have a fall, this is often where you get the first line of defense. If you come down, strong wrists are really worth working on. So keep those spins up. Great.
Thanks, Nate. Thanks, Nate. I've been using your bow stick a fair amount, especially during this time, and even before, because my balance needs help. But I do yoga a lot, and I incorporate all that with the stick. And there's just areas in my body that are sore, and I think the stick really helps to get those knots out. So thank you so much for additional help in my body and it feeling better, and just I'm sure all of us just feel so much better after your session too. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for being here. Anybody else like to share? Laura Rose, go ahead.
Yeah, hi there. This is kind of neat. I just figured out how I can scroll down through the people's pictures over here on the right, and I see like, oh, there's Shannon, and there's Denise, and there's it is. They're very small. Is there a way to make them larger, or is that if you're big, are they small?
Yeah. My video is spotlighted, so otherwise it'll be a little square. So, but yeah, you can scroll down. There's a little arrow, and yeah, scroll down.
Betsie's living room. Yeah. So I've been walking a lot, just sort of get my aggression out. But I haven't been doing a lot of yoga, and man, these things that I used to teach not that many months ago are like, oh, my wrists are tired. Yeah, you gotta keep up with it. So thank you. It was good to see everybody.
Nice to see everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and start sharing. You can unmute yourself or wave your hand. Oh, there we go. Rita, go ahead.
Hi. Thank you so much. It's fun. It's not only good for us, but so much fun. I don't know if you know that, but you're sharing joy to our lives too.
Oh, good. Well, I like to have fun, so I hope that comes across too. I hope you have fun as well. Thank you for joining us. All right, who else? Go ahead and just unmute yourself and you can share.
I just want to say thank you, Nate. I've really missed Bo Yoga. And I just really enjoyed it. Yeah, seeing everybody's faces was nice. Thank you.
How's Southern Oregon?
It's great. I really love it here. And it's wonderful being with my mom because I would be so worried. So we're all together and it's awesome.
The timing worked out great.
It did. Yeah.
Good.
There was a reason for the move.
Always.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
Anybody else want to share who didn't get a chance? All right. Sorry. Yeah.
This is Igor. Can you hear me?
Igor, yes.
Long time. Sorry, I have difficulty with the video. I don't know what's going on with my computer.
That's okay.
But I'm so jealous. We're getting older and you're getting younger. What's going on?
You should have seen me last week. I was totally shaved and I was another 5 years younger. So it's easy. Just shave it off and I dropped 15 years. So.
Thank you. Thank you very much for what you're doing. And hopefully we'll do it again.
I'd love to have you back. Great to see you, Igor. Or good to hear you.
I'll try to fix my video.
Yeah, take care.
You too.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much. We're going to wrap it up here. And, you know, when all this started, I was thinking, oh, this is a good time to do online classes. And then I was getting every day, all my email box was blowing up with every yoga teacher that in the world is saying, I'm doing online yoga, I'm doing online yoga. So I thought, oh boy, it's going to be too crowded. It's going to be too noisy. I don't think it's even going to work if I try it because there's just too many other things going on. But several people encouraged me and I kept feeling the need to do it. And I'm so glad I did. It was just so beautiful to reconnect with everyone over the years that I've met and worked with and had the pleasure to know. And I'd love to continue. So we'll meet again next week, the week after, and who knows? I've got ideas now. Maybe we make this a regular thing. Who knows how long our shelter in place will last? And it's also a wonderful time because we have such a broad community that we get a chance to meet on a regular basis. I always feel at the end of class that I don't have enough time, that I wish I had all day to share more. There's just so much that we can do together that we really need a long time to get it all out. Every class I try to have about 75 or 80% is the same. just about the same as each other class because consistency is so important. We want to reinforce and reinforce, and we don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. The basics work because our life has a lot of consistencies. We sit a lot. We move in a certain way a lot. We don't have a lot of variety. So we need to do a lot of the same things over and over to counterbalance all that. But we also need variety. We need new things. We need excitement. We need the joy of trying something new. So each class I'll mix in a little bit new stuff as well. So over months, over years, we'll be able to get, I think, a really broad range of yoga, qigong, meditation, vibration, tapping, breathing. And the real icing on the cake is the community. Being able to share an experience makes it so much more powerful, so much more meaningful. And each of you really give a lot of meaning and joy to my life. And I really appreciate you showing up for each other, for yourself. And I thank you so much. So I look forward to seeing you next week. I'll post this replay on Facebook so you can watch it. Somebody said last week, I want to do it every day. So here's your chance. Just watch the replay. You can do it day in, day out. And we'll build a nice library of classes. So again, thank you all so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Lots of love. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Nate.
Namaste. Thank you, Nate.
Namaste.
Bye, Nate.
Namaste. I'm gonna turn it on.
Thank you, Nate.
Thanks, Nate.
Yeah. How do you exit?
Thank you.
See you next week.
Bye.
See you next week.